when I'm going out, you see me looking left, right, center because you cannot come and kill me, I beg. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and if you are just seeing my video for the first time, my name is Victoria. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber living in Saudi Arabia. So please kindly subscribe to my channel so you can see more of my videos. And if you're going to be watching the video, please click the like button because this video is beautiful. You're going to love this video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia. If you are just coming to Saudi Arabia or you are planning to come to Saudi Arabia, this video is definitely for you. So you know some things that happen in Saudi Arabia that sometimes the internet might not tell you, but me that I'm living here, I'll be able to pass that information across. So in this video, I'm talking about what I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia. On my list, my number one, my number one is weather. Oh my god, I don't like the weather. As someone that loves like a cool environment, and I love rain. In this place, it's so sunny. I don't know, maybe because of maybe the region I live, because I've heard that some region are quite cold, but this region that I find myself is so hot. So the weather is like a turn off for me. I don't really like hot weather. It's not my thing. Like it affects me so bad. It makes me less productive. So not even going out during the day is it for me because I don't like hot weather. I love it cold. See, I love freezing cold where I can easily wear something and cover that cold. But you see, hot, there's nothing you want to do about all the hot weather. You just have to. I don't think you can't be bathing on the road. You can't carry fan, especially when you are moving. Carry fan and let the fan be blowing you while you're walking. It's impossible. But you see, cold weather, you can still wear something to cover the cold. So I love cold weather. Now finding myself in Saudi Arabia, oh my god, I don't like the weather. Like the weather is it for me. But maybe other regions that are cold will have been better. But the region I found myself is really hot. Another thing on my list that I don't like about Saudi Arabia is their social life. Like no social life. To the citizen, it's like they quite enjoy it because this is where they were born. You know, this is the life they know. So they've lived all their life like this. So they don't see anything wrong in it. But for someone like me, coming from Nigeria, you know, if you know Nigeria, Nigeria is life of the party. Like you might not even leave your house. You hear music from outside. Like it's busy. Nigeria, especially Lagos, is busy, like busy life. So coming from a busy life to a very quiet life is strange, and it's kind of, it will affect you a little bit, but along the line you will adjust. That's just what I know, you adjust. But I don't like the absence of social life. Is this place you can't even go to. If you go to restaurants, like the restaurants is not like our restaurants where it's filled with a lot of people, where you see other people in the restaurant and you will even meet other people, you will make friends. But this place, when you go to their restaurants, is quiet. People just come and buy and go to their house. They even prefer to eat in their house. I don't think they really eat outside like that. So this place, when it comes to social life, for me, it's not it. So that's another reason why I don't like living in Saudi Arabia. Another reason why I don't like living in Saudi Arabia is language barrier. Oh my god. You see that language barrier? I don't like it. Maybe if I was like working like every now and then for the past years that I've lived here, I might have learned their language to an extent. But because I don't work and I just learn little ones. So when I want to go out, it kind of is always like an obstruction for me interacting with them and meeting new people. So there's so many times. Even I can remember when I was in the hospital and I had like a partner, like another person in the hospital with me, but that lady was a Saudi and she was trying to pass a message to me. But I didn't understand her, so it was painful, kind of. And I was in need of her, and it was that painful. I couldn't relate. the language barrier is not it for me. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like living in Saudi Arabia. Another reason why I don't like living in Saudi Arabia is reckless driving. Like they drive raw. Oh my god. Even with the good roads, you see, that's one of those things that I wonder. Yeah, because there's no reason, like there's literally no reason why you should drive recklessly. The roads are good, like the roads are big. So why should you be driving recklessly? But what are we going to do? That's the country for me. Like that's the country. That's how everyone. And you know the funniest thing is that when you look at the driver's seat, if I should tell you what you will see there, like you will see like 16 years old, 14, small, small children driving. I don't know the reason, but for some reason, I asked my husband one time, or we talked about it one time, and they were like, it's because formally they don't allow women to drive in Saudi Arabia before the rules was changed. So when they now change the rules, and before they change the rules, the children are always taught how to drive so that they can take their mothers to the market, or they want to go out so that they will be there if their fathers has gone to work, so that the children will be available to take their wives and their sisters out. So that's one of the reasons why they teach their little boys how to drive. But I think it's causing more harm than good, because they drive recklessly, they injure. Even my husband will come back from work and he's going to be like, there's a lot of injury, there's a lot of bad accident just because they were driving rough. As in, it's so bad. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't like, because when you're out, you're looking left, right, center. Because anybody, even from my house, I will hear some tire scratches, like as in, from reckless driving. And from my house, I'll be like, oh my god, hope this person has not died. Because it's scary. Even Nigeria, that we don't really have good roads. But if there's a reckless driving, there's something to blame it on, which is the bad road. But in this place, you have everything. So why should you drive recklessly? So it's it's somehow for me, I don't really like it. When I'm going out, you see me looking left, right, center, because you cannot come and beg. Another thing I don't really like about living in Saudi Arabia is I miss like our food, like back home. I miss food. Like in this place, there's no African market. There's no African market, so you cannot easily get our food like that. So anything you bring in from your home country, that's what you eat. So there's not so much of African food here. So the cravings, sometimes you crave like your home country recipe. Like you want to have that traditional country recipe so you don't have the access to it. So another thing I don't like, you have to manage what you bring from wherever you're coming from. For some people like Filipinos, Egyptians. I know of some other people that like they have their local markets here. They have their local markets like Filipinos kind of stores where you can buy their stuff. But for Africans, we don't I don't think we have at all safe. I'm not so sure. Maybe from other regions they might have African markets, but that I know of, ever since I've been in this Saudi Arabia, there's no African market. So that one is actually another turn off for me why I don't really like living in Saudi Arabia. For other countries you can easily access the African market, but in Saudi Arabia we don't have African market. Another thing I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia is family connection. Like you miss home. Like I would say, you know, for countries like the US, the UK, even though you don't have your family there, but you will still see like someone you can call like family. Like you will see a lot. Like there's a lot of African population in the US and the UK, but for Saudi we don't really have much African. Even though we have, but they are not so much. It's not like you will go to a store and you easily enter into your fellow African. You just, but no, it doesn't happen like that. You just is like you have to put like conscious effort in meeting them. Like for instance, in some regions we have like Nigerian groups, Nigerian associations, like where you come together as Nigerians and party and do stuff, but it doesn't happen like that for all regions. For example, I have like a former YouTuber. She left Saudi Arabia. In our region, they did not have any Nigerian. She was always alone. But for someone like me, we have Nigerians that are living in Saudi Arabia. So you tend to mix with them, go out with them, party and do stuff. Maybe during festive periods like Christmas, New Year, just hang out with them. Do you get? But it's not always every now and then, because some of them even move, like they relocate from Saudi Arabia. So you see the connection, you lose the connection again. So that's another thing I don't really like about Saudi Arabia. Another thing I don't like about Saudi Arabia is there's no place of worship. For someone like me that I'm a Christian, we don't have churches here. It's not allowed. So we don't have churches here. There's no place to worship except you want to worship in your house, worship online. But for you to go to church, there's no church here. You just have to worship in your house. And that's another thing I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia. It's not like other Western countries where there are churches, different churches that you can go and worship, but in this place it's not allowed. You're not allowed to practice your religion publicly. Safe, it is against their rules. So that's another thing I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia. So that's all about this video. These are those things I don't like about living in Saudi Arabia. If you've watched this video to this point, kindly give this video a thumbs up. I'll not try. I try, but I not try. And comment under this video if you've lived in Saudi Arabia. If you are planning to come to Saudi Arabia, leave a comment down below so I can relate, you can talk and share our experience together. I'll probably connect. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing more things about Saudi Arabia on this channel. So kindly please subscribe to this channel so you can see more of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.